What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to go over a couple of tips and tricks on what to look out for so you don't get scammed on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is getting really popular for buyers and sellers, but as a buyer, I'm going to go over a couple of things to look out for so you don't get scammed or tricked. I see a lot of people talking about buyers on here, so we're going to go over a couple of things just to look out for just on your everyday while you're shopping on Facebook Marketplace. But without further ado, let's just get into the rest of the video. So Facebook Marketplace is increasingly getting more popular day by day. I use it personally. I go on there and I look for deals. I look for people selling stuff. I use it very regularly. So I definitely can attest to things that I can look out for as a buyer, because I'm definitely a buyer. I'm also a seller, but I can definitely give you a couple of things to look out for as you're shopping on there. So number one, this is more of a tip rather than something to look out for, is do not trust anybody. I say this with a little bit of a grain of salt because you have to trust somebody because, I mean, you're buying from another person, so you have to trust them a little bit enough to, I mean, you're gonna have to conduct the purchase somehow, but you're definitely gonna have to trust them at least a little bit, but never trust anybody. What I mean by this is, if someone's selling a PS5 for $200 and you contact them and you're like, why is it $200? They're like, oh, I bought two. I don't really use it. My brother wanted it or didn't want it. It doesn't play it, so I'm selling it for $200. Now, you know that the PS5 goes for around $400 to $500 minimum, absolutely minimum. If you're trying to buy it secondhand, it's like way higher than that. But you know, at least minimum, it's at least $400, and they're selling it for $200. You gotta use common sense. You gotta know that if they're selling it for $200, it's probably fake, broken, or scanned. That's my assumption at that point, in my opinion. But I do not trust anybody. This goes for a lot of things, but I think the number one rule is to go into these like negotiations and like messaging, like in the Facebook Messenger. Do not trust anyone. Ask a lot of questions. Do your due diligence and do a lot of research so that you know and make you feel better that what you're getting is actually what you're getting. Obviously, not everybody is out there trying to scam you, but if you go on there with that mindset, it's gonna make you feel a lot better on just trying to notice little things that they're trying to get over on you or trying to pull on you. So that's gonna be tip number one. Now, number two is going to be beware of the shipping scam. And when I say shipping, I mean shipping scam, because they don't actually ship anything to you. This scam is actually the only way that I've got scammed. This is what actually inspired this channel and inspired me to start making videos like this, so that people don't actually get scammed anymore on a daily basis from this scam. This is actually not uncommon at all. This happens on a daily basis on OfferUp, on Facebook Marketplace, on different seller or different marketplace apps. This happens a lot. It's very, very common. But yeah, this is how this scam works if you don't know about it. A seller is selling something on Facebook Marketplace, and you message them that you want it, but instead of actually meeting up at a location or meeting up somewhere where you can exchange the goods, they decide to give you the option like, hey, I can send you the product through shipping. All you got to do is pay me the money on the post and cover the postage, cover shipping, and I will send it to you. This especially worked on me because I was looking at something about an hour away, and I thought in my head, I was like, well, I don't have to drive an hour away. He's just gonna send it to me. I'm already paying it. Yeah, I'm paying a little bit of for postage and shipping. That's gonna be way less on gas and the time I waste to go out there. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So we decided on a price. I sent over the money via Cash App, which I will go over later. And if you've been on this channel, you know to never do that. I sent the money via Cash App plus postage. I was even feeling nice. I was so nice. I gave the guy benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you an extra $5 for being nice and being so convenient. So I gave him an extra $5 on top of the items sold, the shipping, and an extra $5 like a tip. And I remember this. I don't know if I still have it. If I still have it, right here. But I remember he said, "LOL, okay, thank you," because. And now looking back, I knew he was already scamming me. So the fact that I sent him $5 more, it was just super funny. Now in hindsight, it's funny to me. But yeah, that's how the scam works. So I sent him the money, and I was expecting it to. He's like, all right, it should arrive within 5 days. After 4 or 5 days, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Is it being sent? Like, is it coming? He's like, yeah man, it's almost there. And I was like, all right, cool. It's out 6 days later. I was like, hey, can you like send me the tracking or like send me something to show that it's on the way? And after that, I didn't get a response. So I was like, oh, maybe he's busy. Even then, I still gave the benefit of the doubt, but I still was like, no, he's busy. Went back to the messages the next day. All the messages deleted. That post was gone. He was gone. And quickly I realized that I was scammed and I was not getting shipped anything. Like I said, this happens a lot. People, here, I'll put a picture here. People will create, you can go on US Postal Service and a lot of other shipping websites like FedEx, UPS, or like Pirate Ship. You can create a shipping label. A lot of the time scammers will send you a picture of that label saying like, oh, here's the shipping label. They send it to you. You think that's the real label that's coming on your package, but actually they just created it, put your address and everything, and before paying for it, they just took a picture, screenshot, and they send it to you like, all right, hey, it's on its way. But really, nothing is coming your way. Nothing is getting shipped to you. Always meet up with somebody in person, use cash. Do not avoid the shipping scam. This happens on a daily basis. If you guys have this, if this has happened to you, please leave it down in the comments and tell people, yes, this is a real thing. This actually happened to me. But let's just move on to number 3. Number 3 actually goes into a little bit of number 2, what I talked about, but it's only use cash or via shipping through the secured shipping on Facebook Marketplace. Like I said on this channel, like so many times, probably about 1 million times at this point, do not send somebody money through Cash App or Zelle for goods. They will not send it to you back. They will not send you a product back. Obviously, in my last example, I did not get anything. I didn't get my money back. I didn't get any product. Don't send any money through Cash App. The only exception is this: if you meet up with somebody, you expect the item and you realize it is what it's saying, and you guys already talked about that, like, hey, can I send you the money through Cash App or Zelle? Once you're meeting in person, that is the only way. That's the only accepted way that I prefer to do business like that. I've done it before where a lot of people don't like carry cash, or they don't carry cash nowadays. It's all online. It's like, hey, can I just Cash App you after inspecting the item and make sure everything is good between both of you? That's the only way I say you can send money through Cash App and PayPal and Zelle, like stuff like that. But always use cash whenever you can in deals. Number 4 tip when you're shopping on Facebook Marketplace is to always inspect everything. This sounds like common sense, but whether or not you're shipping or whether you're meeting someone in person, it's always good and always just a habit to ask for more pictures, ask for videos, ask for something to prove that what they're selling to you is actually what they're selling to you. If you see that the item looks like it may not be working or it may not be functional, ask them to send you a picture of it working. I actually sold something recently on Facebook Marketplace where somebody asked me, even though I showed in the pictures my product, I was selling a Wii system. I had the Wii console there with the games and everything, but they didn't see the sensor bar and the power cord, so they asked me like, hey, do you have the sensor bar and power cord? I was like, yes, I do. They're like, can you send me a picture? And of course, I have no problem selling it because I know what I'm selling is honest and true. So I sent them the picture of that. They're like, hey, I know, I'm sorry, but can you send me a picture of everything working? So me as a seller, I don't have a problem with sending that because I know people want this is a peace of mind. You should always maintain the peace of mind. Most sellers will do whatever you ask if they're trying to make the sale. If they're trying to get, most people who are actually just selling stuff on the side, they just want to get the money from whatever they're selling. They should have no problem just doing whatever you ask, more pictures, videos, like whatever it is. It's an honest and true seller. They will have no problem with that. Always ask for more pictures, videos. I gladly sent that person videos. They're fine. Transaction went well. So everybody was happy at the end of the day. Do not assume that everything's going to be working or functional just off the pictures. Pictures only do things justice. So when you're in Facebook Messenger and you ask them, is this available? What's the condition like? Ask for videos, ask for pictures. Most people don't have a problem sending anything more just to give you the peace of mind. So that's going to be tip number 4. Okay, so the last tip, number 5, it's something obviously super common, but I really want to drive this point home, but it's always meet up in a secure, well-lit location. I only say this because people are still getting scammed like in the middle of the night. They're doing deals at like 2 a.m. I heard a story the other day, someone pulled out a gun on somebody when they were just trying to buy something and the guy ended up robbing them. I was like, just no product or no deal is worth that situation. No, it's not worth your life. Always meet up in a police station, a well-lit grocery store. Wawa is pretty lit. Even Walmart to an extent at night, at least the Walmarts I go to, they're pretty dark. So I would try to do just a busy grocery store, or if it's a busy Walmart where there are a lot of people, make sure you do those. Always, if possible, try to do it during the day. One tip I do have wrapped into this, number 5, is that never, always, well, not never, but try to meet at a mutual location. Don't meet up with somebody if the seller, hey, meet me at this address or meet me here, and you have no idea where it's at, or it's like on the other side of town where you guys are at. Those are just recipes for disasters. Always stay in your area or a mutual location where you both know. You never want to be somewhere you don't know, whether it's an hour out of town, 2 hours out of town. You never want to meet something just because something is a good deal. If for whatever reason you had to get out of there quickly, you at least know where to go. But yeah, number 5, always be safe, shop safely, meet at a well-lit location, secure location. There's some police stations that have designated exchange, like in the parking lot, like exchange areas where people can actually meet up and exchange things. So always find your closest police station, do the deal there, and if something for whatever reason goes wrong, you can run inside and tell them, hey, that guy just robbed me. But yeah, guys, those are just some quick tips and tricks on how to not get scammed on Facebook Marketplace. Just some quick buyer tips and tricks on what to look out for on a daily basis while you're shopping. It's definitely a good place. There's a lot of good people on there. But for 90% of the people on there are honestly selling good things and true things, functional things. This is for the 10%, so you can look out for it, because there still are people who are always just trying to pull a fast one on somebody. But if you guys enjoy the video, you can find any value in it, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you enjoy videos like this, if you enjoy informative videos like this. If I didn't say before, my name is Fernando. I'm a part-time reseller on the internet. I just take things from estate sales, yard sales, garage sales, and I sell them on sites like eBay, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. We're doing this part-time around our 9-to-5 jobs so we can get some more money. If you are just finding this channel, thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around. But yeah, without further ado, guys, I will see you on the next one.